These are my final tips to you guys trying to clear hard Baran first. Let's talk about it. What's good YouTube, NoGoodEman here, coming to you today with my final tips for hard Baran. So guys, it's going to be under 24 hours now from when you see this video to where Baran the Demon King new floors will drop. So we're here to talk about my final tips, the final things, the final preparations you need to have so you guys will be one of the first 1,000 clears. But before we get into that, make sure you leave a like on the video. As always, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that other good stuff. Now, first and foremost, why am I making so many videos on Workshop of Brilliant Light, on hard Baran, XYZ? Am I just spamming? No guys, I'm actually not spamming. So if we can just like go into a little bit of story time, when Hard Vulcan came out, I had an account that was able to be one of the first 1,000 clears, and what ended up happening was I literally didn't clear it. I don't know why. I think it was the shadow I was using. This is why I'm kind of PTSD'd on using Tusk instead of Egress now. I use Egress for a majority of my game modes, but literally I came back later in the same day. I switched my shadows from Tusk to Egress for Hard Vulcan, and I beat it. I beat it completely, and it was super easy. So that's why I'm so hard on you guys right now, dropping so many videos. I want you guys to be honestly one of the first 1,000 clears. If a majority of the 1,000 clears comes from the community, that is awesome. So guys, we're not gonna stop dropping videos, or at least we're not gonna stop dropping videos giving you guys the free game before Baran drops. Obviously, after he drops, man, those first 1,000 names are gonna go by fast. So the first thing we should talk about is managing teams. Now guys, what I do want to say here is that make sure you have a team preset for your JINWOO and for your hunters. Right now, you currently see it at the top. I do not have, or I actually do have, it's right here. This is my second preset. This is going to be my Baran preset. The Baran and Essel, it literally says Essel. Go ahead, go and make a preset right now, guys. I think if you make a preset, this will help you that way. Let's say we're looking at this screen, right? And the game opens up. Everybody from that point on, from when the update the moment maintenance goes down and the update is ready to be played by all players, everybody's racing to hard Baran. So let's imagine I just logged on. I gotta go here, I gotta go here, I gotta go here, I gotta press start. Guys, you want to save and streamline as much as you can, so go ahead and manage your teams beforehand. So if you manage your teams, let's say first off you're gonna face Midas first, so definitely do your hunters, right? This is obviously not the team for Midas, so let's find the team. Here it is. This is my win team. Boom, there it is. That's literally it, guys. This is super easy. I wasn't a personal fan of managing teams before, but honestly, ever since I started getting hip to it, it's honestly not regrettable. And as you can see, I got some fixing to do with some of these presets. We got the dark team on the fire name and the light team in 2 spots. But the point is, guys, make your presets. I think this will honestly help you in the longest of run. And while you guys make your presets, put all your cores in, put all your artifacts in that you know you're going to run for your exact team. Again, we talked about it a little bit, but you have 2 options of the best 2 metas to run here are going to be the dark meta and the wind meta. Now here's what I'll say. ISLA, however the hell you say her name, she does drop on Thursday. I don't think that whales are going to have the luxury, if they're trying to be the first 1,000 clears, to summon for ISLA immediately, you know, get the best artifact sets on her, upgrade her skills, then go in. I think that's gonna get you very, very delayed as far as the rankings. Now, of course, if you're just trying to be the first 1,000, that's something you can do. Now, me personally, if I can be number 1, I'll be number 1, guys. So I want to speed run it. As soon as the update is ready, we're going to go straight in. And then obviously I have better suggestions for the wind meta. I've been pushing the wind meta, and I can't lie, I'm still going to go with the wind meta for when hard Baran does drop. So we got Amamiya Mirai, Woo Jinshul, and Hansi Mei. We've already dropped guides on the wind meta team, so I'm not going to talk about them too long here. What I will say is make sure your Amamiya Mirai MP is over 2400. That way she's getting the best value from her advancement 0, this one. So the one that increases up to 40%, you want her MP to be roughly 2400. That's all I'll say for Amamiya Mirai. For Woo Jinshul, I'll say just try to get his defense as high as possible. You can go Burning Greed, 8-piece Burning Greed. This is going to get Woo Jin Chul a lot of power, and a lot of power is very, very good, so you're not in the red, and in some cases, you can even be in the blue. So we don't even know what the power requirements are going to be, but before we talk about power requirements, for Hansi Mei, the only thing I'll say for her is upgrade her basic skill 2 as far as you can. I say max this skill out if you can, because this zone effect, which recovers a certain amount of her team's MP, this changes by how much you've upgraded the skill. So you want, of course, the max amount of MP you can get through Hansi Mei being a support character specifically for Mirai. So max out her basic skill 2. Now, if we go back, the shadow I suggest that you do run with them is going to be Big Rock. Big Rock is honestly one of the best shadows in the game currently, and I never predicted this for Big Rock, a game original shadow, but guys, please be utilizing Big Rock. Max him out to Elite Knight if you can. And then we just talked about it, but power requirements for hard Baran. And truth, I think Baran's power requirements are gonna be either between 900,000 power to 1,000,000 power, and I think it literally will stop at 1,000,000. The way that they talked on the dev live stream earlier today makes it sound like they do not want hard Baran to be like hard Vulcan, and honestly, that's not a bad thing. I know some whales might not like that, but it will be more well-rounded for the community as a whole if it's not as hard as hard Vulcan was. Now, I personally wouldn't mind the challenge, but again, we spent thousands on this account in the name of content, of course, and not everybody has that luxury. So guys, I do want you guys to be one of those first clears. For the boys Sun JINWOO, guys, if you want the best setup, and I'm talking the best setup that's gonna get you that damage, that quick damage, speed run wise, go with the setup something similar to, I want to say this, because not a lot of people have daggers. I think the more meta is going to be Plum and Moon Shadow, and for skills, Armor Break, Sonic Stream, of course. For Blessing Stones, here you want to go Bloodlust. Bloodlust is going to be super, super good for bosses that you're even in the red and even in the white, because for any type of power creep, you want this to decrease your target's defense. This is, again, one of the best Blessing Stones you can run, especially when you're in the red, especially when you're facing a new enemy. Let's keep on going. Weakness detection. This is more specifically because we have all wind and dark skills. This will help us a lot. Double-edged sword. This one boosts your attack. At the legendary variant, you're getting upwards of a 16% attack boost, and that is just lovely, chef's kiss. And then pulverize, of course, you want to break your boss's gauge faster, and you want to deal a lot of damage after you break their gauge. So that's why we're taking pulverize. Now, let's talk about the proper team that you probably want to run as far as support characters for Sun JINWOO. Now, as far as teams, I kind of showed you a little bit earlier, but the boy Woo Jin Chul, Lee Bora, and Mean, all three great support characters. Lee Bora, we're taking for that charm effect for her support skill. This one's going to increase damage taken. Mean also has a support skill that's going to increase damage taken. So combined, that's going to be a 30% damage taken on whatever enemies we have. And then Woo Jin Chul is just there for the break, I won't lie. But he also will help us get dashes back. So he's going to increase our dash instances. So that's pretty cool. It's like a double-edged facet there. Not a double-edged facet, but it's double whammy, double benefits, because it's like you're bringing a blessing stone in Woo Jin Chul. It's like he's swiftness himself, right? But the point is, guys, and then for artifacts, you can copy this, you can run whatever you like, but I do want to say the faster sets or the faster runs may be 4-piece curse, 4-piece beast. And maybe not speed run wise, I want to say 8-piece curse might be a better situation if you're not having long drawn out battles for Baran and ISLA. If you're like super power creeped up, like a mega whale, right? 900k power, 1,000,000 power, when you're in like this phase, you might not even need 4-piece beast, I'll be honest. But hey, I think 4-piece curse, 4-piece beast is definitely my meta. For your support characters, this is how I'm running it. So for Woo Jin Chul, 8-piece burning burning greed. Lee Bora has 8-piece burning blessing, and then Mean has 4-piece holy with 4-piece paradot, guys. You cannot go wrong with a lineup like this. Those are my final tips for you guys, man. Best of luck to everybody trying to clear the hard Baran event. Don't forget, we're gonna be streaming the second the update hits, actually 30 minutes before, talking about the pregame. So definitely feel free to join in, watch the stream, man. If you want to be one of the first thousands, play alongside me. Put the stream on one screen and put, you know, your own game on the other side, and, you know, may the best man win. But with that, what do you guys think of the Hard Baran event? Go ahead and leave your thoughts, theories, and comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and with that, I'll see you guys in the Baran stream. Y'all take care. Peace.